Yeah.
And you know what's funny? Like, it's only the white people that go to buy a product and just study the dietary list on a package.
But we don't.
I do check.
I don't.
You can be doing that.
No,
I don't be the one
I
buying
don't.
that.
check. Yeah, I do check.
But it's only the white people that will buy something,
The thing is,
bring it out and look on what the ingredients.
Yeah,
But the
I
thing
don't
is,
look at ingredients.
there's one time when I went to Rafiki
Mm.
and I requested for samosas.
Mm.
You know, but
Welcome back to our channel. It's the Raw Voices, and we're back again with another video. Yes, of course, weekly we're going to be pushing content. We're trying to do our best to do the best we can to talk about different aspects of life, different emotions, like share ideas about this and that. And as always, I'm here with my brothers, and I'll still stay XOVIC Zolvik, one of the panelists, and I'm with my brothers.
Once again, this is Jonathan. Welcome you all to the channel again. Welcome to a new video. Welcome back from Valentine's. We hope you all had a good Valentine's. I hope you watched Valentine's video. It's been going around. We've had so much interaction from that. We really appreciate everyone who has helped us push the videos, who has helped us subscribe to the channel, ask your friends to subscribe as well. We really appreciate all the love you guys are giving us.
For sure.
And we assure you we're going to keep pushing out more content, but we're putting something out there. Anybody who wants to come on the channel and just say something, it's all about conversations, just chatting a bit. If anybody wants, just reach out. Anybody in Washington State, I know there might be people who might want, but when you're out of the state, so unfortunately we might not be able to unless we get a chance to travel there. But everybody in Washington State who wants to interact with us, like, come on the page, get on the channel. You are all welcome. You're all welcome to come on podcast with us. You can have something you just want to talk about, or maybe a life experience, anything in particular, as long as it is appropriate for everybody's ears. But yeah, thank you so much for everything. We really, really appreciate you.
once again, big up to you guys all. Welcome back from the weekend. Guess you had a nice fun. It's your boy Gala Abdul, and big up to you all.
So what are we talking about today?
Today we're gonna talk about. It's just an interaction. Like we've been asking ourselves, me and my brothers here, because here, like, we're looking at a lot of people that we engage with from different societies, different countries, different cultures. So the question is, are we truly free, or we're still influenced by the society?
That's a good question.
Like generally, as in the society, or general as with the backgrounds we come from?
It adds up with everything.
Yeah, it could be.
So it's a general influence.
Yeah, if I talk about the society, that means I'm coming up with the culture, the religion. Yeah. In fact, let me just say, I'll add freedom too.
Yeah. Well, that counts as well.
Yeah, what do you define freedom as?
What I can say, freedom is the ability to choose.
To be able to make your own decisions.
Thank you.
The right of choice.
Oh, so you mean if you have somebody, you have to consult to make a decision, you're not free?
No, let me, the thing is, in the world we're living in right now, we're living in two perspectives. You either do what your society tells you to do, or what your culture tells you to do, or you choose for yourself what you want to do. You choose your turn.
It depends. There are factors that play into that. if you're still under your parents' roof, like you're gonna be
Mm.
influenced by what your parents say or what they tell you to do.
Or like you still have to abide with what your parents want you
Oh
to
yeah,
do,
they're gonna always have an opinion in what you
what you have to say or
Oh,
what
yeah.
you have to do.
exactly.
Yeah, that is true actually. If you're not staying with your parents, then whatever you decide, it's on you.
Yeah, and then there are some people that even don't still stay with their parents, but their parents' opinions really matter in their decisions. They always call them.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I've actually seen a lot of like people who choose relationships with their parents as well.
or who choose partners who to date.
Like your parents has to say, oh, okay, I like that person, or that person is not, I don't like them. And then
Do we do that in Africa or it's only here?
It both ways.
Would
I
you
think
ask
it's
your
also-
parent like, should I date this person? Would their opinion really matter? Or would
The code matter because here I've seen I've seen some parents when their sons go with their girlfriends, they make certain comments that I'm not gonna say, but they really show that they don't appreciate the person.
and as you're a person, I know like we always have to be respectful to our parents, but do you feel like that can be a decision? Can that be your whatever they say be a final decision for you to move on,
I don't
or
think-
not move on with the relationship?
I don't think it should be something to base a decision on.
Mm.
Because in most cases, whatever they say, it is said on judgment at first sight.
Oh yeah.
You know, once they see somebody, even us, once you look at someone, there's
Judge
always
them.
that first judgment you get about somebody at first sight.
Mm.
You know, so I think most of those comments from the parents or
It's first impression judgment.
yeah, it's always the first impression, but sometimes they just need some time to like, you know,
Get to know the person.
get to know the person, how the person is really treating their child or their daughter. It's mostly with the girls.
Yeah.
I've not really seen something like that with the guys. Unless for the few guys who are like, you know, mommy's boys and all that. Literally, your mom knows everything to do with your relationships, your life, your work. You know.
So they've been out there, so they know what's going on.
Yeah, but
Do you know that influence from the society it carries it goes so wide if like we look at that thing in a way whereby, let me say, from the gender, culture and marriage, the social medias. You understand? Because culture, no, society has a way, like it has a way it looks at these things.
Yeah.
Because we go, believe me or not, when you go to, let me give an example of Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
When you go to Saudi Arabia, there's still a society of people who still live in the old ages. And they're maintaining that because they say this is how our parents used to live. So
they're stuck in the past.
Thank you. We're not gonna change anything, although the world is moving too fast.
Yeah.
But guess what? Some people choose to be free because they feel like they should make their own decisions. But if you look at it, if I give you an example of now, Jonathan, do you know that you can choose to go marry a girl that your society doesn't support you to marry from there.
I mean, it depends. There are certain things I consider as, you know, my traditional taboos and all that. Obviously, I'm not going to go get like where I come from. I'm not supposed to marry a lady I have the same totem with.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, or like a lady that's our families kind of connect in a certain type of way. You know, but we've had cases where people have married within their families, maybe knowing and unknowingly. I don't know, but things have happened. You
But-
just get to hear all of a sudden that, oh, they both have the same totem.
Do you feel like that's like from an independent decision, or it's from the influence of the society and culture?
That is an independent decision.
Okay.
Because if
People
it
are
was,
doing it knowingly
yeah, people are doing things
and
wrong.
just ignore whatever is.
You know,
Yeah.
you know that there's something that Islam talks about,
What's that?
and the society doesn't see it that way.
Like what?
Like marrying your cousin.
Islamic supports that.
So our people, like people in the Middle East, do that,
Wait.
but I don't think that where we come from we can do that.
The society, let me give an example of the Baganda.
Mm.
They say cousin what.
Anyone with your totem and anyone with your
Thank
mom's
you.
totem.
But guess what? If
Mm.
the Baganda say that you're not supposed to marry someone from the same society where you come from,
Mhm.
and they say do not marry your sister, that one is acceptable because you're coming from the same mom or the same dad.
Mm.
You feel me? But you were not born with your cousin. It's a
Yeah, but let me say that's my cousin. Like my cousin, who is a child to my uncles, who are brothers
To your dad.
to my dad or my mom.
Yeah.
Meaning my blood, which is my dad's blood, which is my uncle's blood, is in my cousin, is the same blood my cousin has.
They
You
could
know?
not have the
So the
same, but
relationship
they have
is there.
contents of
Yeah,
the
you
blood.
have you carry a percentage
Yeah.
of the society where you come from.
just know. Islam permits it.
But I'm
I
saying
didn't know that.
there are some people that practice Islam but still have morals of culture.
Yeah, because
Like
it's
traditional
because
ones.
this because the society talks about it that it's something that is bad. But if we come Islamically,
No,
It's-
okay.
I'm
what do
saying-
you believe? Is it bad or you?
it's not bad. For me, if my religion talks about it as something that is halal,
Mm.
I can do it.
I'm saying our Islamic people can say it's fine, but let's say I am a Muganda Islam person, so there's a contradictory right there.
Look,
Buganda does not allow that.
they're gonna say if you marry her, those are you're not going to excel, you're not going to succeed, you're gonna be poor. But we've seen people who have succeeded.
You've
with
seen
that.
people have
Yes.
really done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually say it is a curse for you to marry within the same
Yeah,
society. where you
the
come
same
from.
society. But I've seen people like excelling in this thing. It's just because that we are we just give the society respect, the culture respect, but there's some things that that really can't come back.
Mm.
You know, no, let's
But you
not.
know, like, there are some results of those things that are not biological but are believed to be.
That is what I was going to say. You know, let's not skip. Let's not just focus on what we see.
Mm.
We need to know that everybody who is somewhere in a successful way, or you know, they're pursuing something
Mm.
for themselves, there is always that hard side nobody knows about.
Mm.
You know, so you might see these things that people are marrying in their societies. You see they're successful and all that, but you don't know what is going on within what they created when they decided to marry each other. I'll show you that.
There's always complications that
how
we
we
don't see.
there is now. Let me give you examples.
Mm.
Where I come from, you could either have your firstborn or one of your children. Most cases it is like the firstborn.
Yeah.
This kid is going to come disabled in one way or the other,
Or have mental issues.
or have mental issues. You know, or they might grow up. You know, get to the teenage, and then eventually they are supposed to be the downfall of your family.
So it's mostly a clash of DNA somehow.
It is. These are when you talk about society and digging into beliefs.
Mm.
These things are there, by the way.
Yeah.
They do happen.
100%.
We've seen families that say, "Oh, for us we have a curse of this.
Mm.
But, you know, our family, whoever touches money is, you know, it just disappears in one way or the other.
Mm.
Every person who tries to get successful, they don't go ahead. When you take a step, you take 2 steps forward, you end up taking 1,000 steps back. You know, every family.
It's like, I'll give you an example. It's like these families that say like we don't exceed 50 years.
Oh,
The most that we have gone is 57.
So if someone exceeds beyond that,
It's
what happens?
By the
By the
time,
time
they,
they
get
say
to,
that,
they get to say that,
it's the fact. for
they
the
have
family.
No.
the biggest percentage of people
But
dying
yeah,
before.
the biggest percentage. So if this person exceeds that type of age, what happens?
No, it doesn't
that's
mean.
a- this-
No, listen. It doesn't mean
Mm.
that in their family there's nobody who has gone beyond 50.
Mm.
But it is like a thing where most
It's a majority.
the biggest part of the family dies before 50.
It's a majority thing.
Wouldn't-
But
Mm.
let me tell you. Let me tell you one thing. Something happening for generation.
Mm.
It doesn't mean that it's going to happen forever. You feel me? One thing I can tell you.
No, let me. I was clarifying you. Let me let you know.
Mhm.
We didn't say that whatever
Whatever you said is the
said
conclusion.
is like the last resolution, or there is no people who go past whatever is said to be.
Mm.
It is usually like what the biggest percentage of the society faces.
Okay, how it sees stuff that are happening.
Yes, the way stuff happen,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but it doesn't mean that nobody in the society has exceeded 50 years or not. Nobody has gone to 70.
Mm-hmm.
But they say that most people in that family die before 50.
Mm.
And yeah, that is how it is. Meaning it has been there for ages and years and years
And they've kept track of
Yeah.
the results. That's why they have that conclusion.
That they don't exceed 50.
Yeah.
But
Anyone
things
can
like
get
that.
to 60,
Things happen.
but most of them have died before 57, something like that. It's funny, you can't even
So-
believe it, but it's a fact. These things happen.
But actually, getting back to the topic,
Yeah.
what are some of the things that we think
Our influence.
have highly like influenced freedom within the society? Like for somebody to realize that, oh, I take my own decision.
And I'm not going just with the flow of the
Yeah, I'm
society.
not going to do this because everybody else is doing it.
I just feel like it's more of would I say a bandwagon? From the 10 people in a society, if they are going under something or they are following something, it's just 2 people that just go astray and do their thing. Because this is a belief. Let's say, I will give you an example of a family. You can find a family where all the family members are teachers.
Yeah.
So this is an influence in the family, and the influence gets to all the grandkids, and what they're telling them is just like you need to
the
go
whole
to,
oncoming generation.
or you need to go to education school, you need to be a teacher, like that's all they know. So their influence on the grandkids and everyone in the family just directs these people into a direction they wouldn't want, but just because of the influence. You know, we've even seen families where they're just like in a neighborhood, and then
They're all-
parents always refer to the success of other families in the neighborhood to you, and they feel like you need to take the same route,
Yeah.
and they forget that you can take a different route and still be successful.
Yeah. I agree on that. Yeah.
Me, the only thing I can tell you is believed human beings. Me, I can say is are responsible to make their free choices than the society, than like following the society. This, if you look at this thing, it's just these societies look at these things just to keep them there because, let me say, individual families, just to keep the norm that has been moving within their family. But it doesn't mean that when someone breaks up from that, it's going to become a problem.
It's not a problem.
But listen, but it's like I've always seen people, how can I say, pinpointing out individuals saying, but our society doesn't accept that. You know, it doesn't accept that because if you do it, this is what is going to happen. So, like, what the hell is this person going to do if he does this thing and it's the only way that is going to make him achieve whatever he wants to achieve? But then the society is looking at it in a different way. So is the society like gonna provide you with another solution for you to get over this that you want to achieve by not using the other way that you wanted to use, or it's just gonna put you off and just leave you there?
I mean, at the end of the day, everyone being able to make their own choices without following society is the best you would ever want for yourself.
But it takes courage and
there is certain things you look at, you'll be there and you're like, how is society going to see me when I'm doing A and everybody else is doing B?
The critic thing.
So it is like a lot of people are just working under like that social pressure and the peer influence.
Do you know that all those people that have came out and done their thing, they are judged after they go astray? Let me give you an example. If your family is not on social media and you do dance, and then you start doing challenges to get money because dance is your passion, your family is going to judge you that you get on TikTok and do dance challenges, and that's making them feel disrespected as a family. So they feel like they are taking disrespect.
They feel like you're just painting a bad picture.
Exactly. But you're doing what you like, what makes you happy. So you can do what you want, but it's going to come with judgment, with the society or with...
But at the end of the day, if it is something you really want, I don't think anybody's opinion has to take part in what you have to do.
Exactly.
Unless, if I decide to make a decision and then somebody comes telling me a negative opinion about it, because I already started doing it. In the first place, I started doing what I'm doing without your opinion. I'm getting your negative opinion after I'm already doing what I want to do.
Yeah.
You know. So it takes a strong mindset and brain to really build that shelf against what
all the noise
you have. What you have to protect inside your head. You protect and decide what information you wanna take in and what you don't want to. What you just listen to and let it slide.
Yeah.
That is the only way you're going to be able to purchase whatever you decide through your own freedom to do what you want to do. But if you decide to go with what society has to say, you're eventually not going to push anything.
Yeah, I feel like it's a good direction for a personal benefit, but sometimes
I mean, for the long term, there's nothing better than taking your personal
exactly choices. But sometimes you know that whenever you do something and you have people having your back, like it feels different. Whenever you feel like you have support behind you, like
it is good to have support, but it is not a necessity. I don't know if you get the point.
Yeah, so my point is you
necessary.
will get there, but it will take you more time.
Exactly.
But if you have support, you get there faster. Yeah.
It is.
It depends on how you're handling things. Yeah. Because you might have support and you don't get there. Do you know that?
It's passion. Are you doing what you like?
The thing is,
at the end of the day,
you have support.
You're supposed to be positive about what you're doing.
You're supposed to be positive, but we've seen people who have a lot of people behind them and they don't make it. He might have the passion, he might have all the ability, the hard-working, materialistic hand to handle that thing, to achieve it, and then the person doesn't get there.
I mean, things happen, yeah. But
because look, to go back on this thing of the society thing, I was watching this movie and this movie, it's called SWAT. It's a TV show. And there was this part when the lady they sounded the alarm and they collected themselves. So there were these two people who were playing the chess, and then they stood up to hear from the commander what he was going to say, and then this lady came and he picked up one one of the chess piece. She took the pawn. Then when there was an emergency, when they were in the car, the partner told her that I saw you picking up a chess piece, but do you know what that shows? The partner told this girl that if you pick up if you find people playing chess and you pick up that chess piece, that means you're gonna get problems, and she didn't believe in it. But they had just got out of the car, and she was in a target. Again, she denied it.
Yeah.
First of all, and the second destination they went to, she was gonna be shot for the second time. So she had to find these people. She had to go back, finding these people playing the chess again. She had to, because that's the no. You have to take it back when these people are playing, and then you put it back when they are playing.
So it was just like a culture, something they do. They always do.
So this guy said that this thing happened. One of their friends picked up that chess piece, and then they went outside. When they had just got out of the car, he was shot. So they started believing in it, that whenever you find people doing something, so they are following that because that's what they've seen.
So to circle back to the point, like to something we talked about earlier. So that's something they believe in. So that's why I say that if to the Islamic and traditional thing, that's why I say that if some people believe that marrying within your family or within your lineage is a taboo, that means like that is a belief that grows and is believed.
I feel like when it comes to beliefs, like traditional beliefs, there is more of consequences to that more than words.
Yeah.
Or let me say, I would say both traditional and religious wise. If you like went astray, like the norms of beliefs of the way certain things are supposed to be done, or the way certain things are known to be, there's consequences to it in one way or the other.
Society has tried to control a lot of stuff.
Oh, it controls almost everything.
Right now it is trying, because we have a lot of technology coming out. You feel me? And teenagers are best on using the internet and everything. You know, so society is trying really very hard to see that it brings back
the traditional norms.
Yeah.
If it is like, let me right now with our generation, if it is to bring back norms and beliefs and whatsoever,
they're too late.
They have to go back to
19 BC
to our parents, or maybe even our grandparents.
Let me tell you one thing.
Some of them already lost it.
You see, Islam says, let me give an example of, Islam says, don't be a Muganda Muslim, but be a Muslim Muganda.
So what came first?
It's the tradition, but also
wait.
the
thinking about it.
Also the religion.
Is it tradition that came first?
Yeah,
it's tradition.
Next.
The Arabs came into like.
But then why does Islam
have to come
as to come?
It's because Islam talks about tradition. You feel me? It talks about tradition, but it talks about tradition and the way we're supposed to exceed them. There are things that we're not supposed to follow from the tradition. You feel me? Because
I mean, because of my religion, there are certain things I cannot do.
That's why they say be a Muslim Muganda, not a Muganda Muslim. But when you look at the judges that these people say, Jajahu,
the small gods.
Yeah, they're using. Well, like when you look at their things that they use, the old money of different currencies, you know, these things that they use, how do they call them? I'm forgetting the name.
Clay pieces.
Yeah. The
How
what?
do you know these
Baklava.
things? How do you know these things?
Come on. I pray.
I'm just saying.
I study. So the baklava. So these people use them because that's how the society operated long time ago. But right now, if we look at the society right now, by the way, if you look at today's world, people are not looking at society. It's a very little population that is looking at the society. Do you know that if you look at if you look at people nowadays, they're doing stuff that they think that this is what is supposed
But
to
don't
be
you feel
done.
like they're judged?
No,
I mean, judgment is gonna live forever.
they're not judged because
Everything you do.
look, these people are doing
Even the moment you step out of the house, the first person who is going to set their eye on you will judge you. But
Yeah,
does
I'm
it
saying,
matter?
but
No, it doesn't
until losing
matter.
a connection or until disconnecting yourself from your people or from your norms and culture.
No, it's all about following that thing that talks about it. But you're not going to deny me to make a deal with someone because the society refused. It doesn't talk about it in the right way that you're not supposed to. No, this is the future.
Because
Society,
I feel
I'll
like,
see you later.
because I'll give you an example. If I'm Islam and my religion tells me to don't eat food that's not halal, do I go to wherever I go to eat? Let's say I go to kitchen anywhere, Chinese food. I'm gonna eat like chicken teriyaki, chicken yakisoba, whatever. Do I really ask to
If
know
it's
the process
halal.
of this food, if this food is halal?
Who has the time for you? You just have to choose the places you eat in. If you know that. Now, let me give you an example.
Wait, a Muslim is only supposed to eat halal food?
Yes,
Yeah, that's what they have to do.
we're supposed to eat halal food.
Like, that is what it is supposed to be.
Halal food, yes. That's the thing.
But
Wow.
But let me tell you one thing. Let me give an example of here in the US. The reason as to why you have to be cautious with food as a Muslim is because these people eat bacon, right? Even the instruments they use, some of them are not cleaned. They just bypass because I've seen a lot of people have talked about it. Even the sheikhs here, when they're giving sermons in the mosque, they talk about it. That be careful where you eat food. If you have Somali friends, right? When you get time, you go ask them. How many times do they go to places and get food where they don't understand?
But yeah, most of them don't even outside.
I just feel like with the influence of culture or with the influence of religion, by the end of the day, you're going to have to make your own decision. For example, like you're not going to monitor everything. You're going to go to, let's say,
You
Waco.
also
You're gonna
don't
buy-
have the time.
You're gonna buy muffins.
If
Are
you
you gonna
wanna-
track where these muffins were made from?
If you wanna go get fast food, okay,
Oh, exactly.
I don't want to talk about it all because you might even fail to go eat fast food again. You're not sure if
Yeah,
the
because,
bag-
like,
where they fried your burger is the same place where they fried, you know.
The burger is different, but there is a menu. It has bacon on it, and then what you want doesn't have bacon on it. You know, they're using the same grill.
Right.
You understand? So by the end of the day, culture is gonna influence us, but
You
Culture's
decide.
gonna influence what?
Yeah, you definitely decide.
like no, okay, culture or religion, whatsoever is the
Religion.
influence. Religion is gonna influence us, but with the society we live in, we're gonna end up making our personal
Yeah,
decisions.
you just have to decide what.
Anyway, at the moment, people just take it like as if, I'm hungry now. Right now, I just need to eat. I'm not following the religion. You understand? That's a choice, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel me? But I gave you an example. I told you. I want you to look at the Somalis here, and I want you to observe them properly. If you have a friend, you can ask, how many times do you eat food outside?
So are you saying Somali kids don't eat food from McDonald's? There's no Somali
mean,
kid that eats a Happy Meal from McDonald's for lunch or dinner.
I can't answer.
They
that.
do.
I can't.
Oh,
answer that.
exactly.
But-
They
So
do.
this is the same place we're talking
But-
about.
yeah, it's the same place we're talking about. But you've been to Juba, right?
Yeah, I have.
So
So does every Somali in Washington go to Juba?
No.
I mean,
because
No,
the most population.
what I want you to accept.
I'm talking about the most population
No,
of
my,
them.
my point
They
is
live
that
that side, right? Because there are very little
that
Somalis who live
place-
this side.
That place, most
yeah,
people who go there,
it's
they're
straight.
Muslims.
It's straight. But what I'm saying, by the end of the day, you're gonna fall into this trap. There's no way you're going to stay away
Yeah,
from it.
you're not
Just
gonna
not,
survive.
just not let me tell you one thing.
You're not going to survive.
Yes,
Mm.
you're not going to survive. It's just all about being cautious.
Yeah.
You know, there's a statement someone once told me.
Mhm.
Let me say this. We close this. We close the chat.
Mm.
Somebody once told me. I'm not saying this in a bad way. No Muslim should attack me.
No, no,
I
But-
remember
but-
Ramadan, bro.
But they say
Now
that-
let him talk.
they said in one way or the other, every Muslim has tasted pork.
In one way or the other.
Either you know it, either knowingly or unknowingly.
Then I'll take unknowingly.
But have you heard of something like that too?
I know.
So you've also heard of it, I'm sure.
Mhm, yeah.
In one way or the other, every Muslim has tasted
Yeah.
pork.
And you know what's
Yeah.
funny? Like, it's only the white people that go to buy a product and just study the dietary list
Yeah.
on a
Bro,
package.
But
check
we
too.
don't.
I do check.
I don't.
You can be doing that.
No,
I don't be there when you
I
buy
I
that
don't.
do
stuff.
check. Yeah, I do check.
But it's only the white people that will buy something,
The thing is,
bring it out and look on what the ingredients.
Yeah,
But the
I
thing is,
don't look at ingredients.
there's one time when I went to Rafiki
Mm,
and I requested for samosas,
mm,
you know. But when they brought the samosas, guess what? I was not so hungry, but I was hungry.
mm.
So I was going to take a bite, but first I asked the lady,
What's inside?
"What's inside these samosas?"
Mm.
And she told me that they're bacon samosas. I was like, "Okay, I'm not gonna have this." Later on, I learned that I can get samosas from another place
Mm.
that are halal. You feel me? But if I like the way I told you. Anyway, let me close up this thing like this. It's all about your consciousness. You understand?
Mm.
It's an individual's consciousness, because if me, I can't, because
But
We
there's so many Muslims who.
we don't know where
Well, you can't even survive from the steakhouses around.
Well,
What do you mean by the steakhouses?
Bro, have you seen the menu?
Yeah.
Is the menu halal or not
I've
halal?
seen the menu.
Is the menu halal?
I don't know.
You can survive, bro. I don't know.
at the end of the
I just
day,
feel like the
it's
States
just
is a wrong
decision
place to be
making.
for Muslims, especially with food.
Yeah,
But if you're focused, this is like you're having food from Juba, especially,
No, mainly
you
it
can
is-
be good.
I think the best way they can even stay away from that
Yeah.
is just making food at your house whenever you can.
Yeah, because like you can go to a steakhouse and they have beef briskets and they serve chops on the menu. You can't tell me like they're having a different grill in the kitchen
you know.
that they are using to cook this meat.
You know, I usually, by the way, when I'm going to restaurants, I don't know why most times
Yeah.
I have Muslim friends around me.
Mm.
And then when I want to, let me say, like, order pork ribs or something, I get cautious. I'm like, no,
You
I
can
want order pork. I don't want my friends to.
Feel
I don't want to
uncomfortable.
eat pork around my Muslim friends. I mean, I've grown up around Muslims my whole life.
Don't they know that they're gonna order for steak?
I mean, I know they order steaks, yeah, but I don't feel comfortable eating pork when they're
Yeah,
there.
it's kind of like
You
a sign
know.
of disrespect.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not making them feel comfortable around me by doing that.
Mm.
So I decide to eat something else, maybe like chicken or.
So by the end of the day, like society and culture really influences us, but
Yeah.
it takes a solid person to just do them.
At the end of the day, you make your own decision. You
Yeah.
decide what to go with, either to stick with culture, religion.
Yeah.
You know, there's things that differ while you're making your decisions, especially in society nowadays. But thank you for watching the video. We've just touched a few baselines on.
This topic can go forever. and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's very wide.
It involves a
lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just looking at a few things that are affecting like our personal freedom, with like the way society is affecting our personal freedom.
And our choices we're supposed to make in day-to-day life.
Like if you have to make choices are you supposed to base on what society has to say, or do you have to base on what norms and beliefs have come on, you know, along the way, within families, within
Culture,
cultures,
religion.
where we go to pray,
Yeah.
you know. So
Even in personal developments, like you always have an opinion on what you do. Like
yeah.
everyone always has an opinion on what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Either it's their business or not.
Yeah. Right now, some people, let me say, some people base on the society, in others based on the free will, free choices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it depends on whatever you want, but the topic is really, really so wide about it. There's a lot we would say about it, guys. But thank you for watching.
Well, last question: did you fast? It's Ramadan. You
Yes,
fasting?
bro.
It's also Lenten. Did you fast?
No.
You know?
Fast.
I did you first.
Yeah. I fasted Irish potatoes.
I think this fasting period is more serious for the Muslims.
No, you know what confused us? Like saying that you can fast something you like. That's why I got confused. It's not sometimes I don't. It's not me either. I went to the churches and didn't really explain it very well, but it was more like just fast advice you do, a bad thing you do, or you know.
So eating
It was-
potatoes is the bad thing that you do.
No. It was more like do something. It wasn't like the same way for Muslims that wake up in the
Yeah, you
morning,
can.
eat, and then go a whole day just praying and just don't eat until the evening. It's a different. I don't know if I got that wrong, but you're a Christian as well. What do you think?
Yeah. I
Is
mean,
it the same
with Christian fasting, I think it is more of like helping the needy, you know, giving something to someone.
Being vulnerable.
Yeah, being vulnerable. You go out there, you know, express love to like kids, orphans, you know. You go get somebody, offer them, buy them clothes or shoes. That is how I understand. with
So
this.
giving
That is
back
something
to people.
yeah, giving back, or at least putting a smile on somebody's face. That is what I understand with Lent period.
Yeah. And then constant prayers.
I mean, constant prayers not really. You can kneel down or you can just be driving and recite your prayer for like 2-3 minutes. It's just enough.
Yeah.
You don't have to be praying all day long or going through your vocabulary to send prayers to God. You know, there's something somebody once told me. Somebody once mentioned, and they're like, but you people who pray day in, day out, when do you expect God to answer your prayers? When you keep on praying all the time, He has a whole bunch of your prayers waiting.
There's no expectation date. You just have to continue praying. That's why God said
Yeah.
continue praying.
Because like
But-
with death being unexpected.
That's how the thing moves.
Yeah,
you
I
don't,
mean-
you cannot know when God is gonna put you in a straight line, have the blessings and everything.
For everybody who is a believer, we believe prayer, you know, changes so many things. So obviously we can't live without prayer. You have to pray.
Definitely.
You have to thank God for life. But yeah, it's been the Raw Voices again. Thank you for watching our new video. Hopefully next time we're making our next podcast, we might have a guest. So
Hopefully.
you better
Hopefully.
expect something.
Yeah.
We want to start bringing in somebody.
Some new people on
Like some new faces to
Yeah.
interact and, you know, get to hear different people's life stories and, you know, chat here and there. If you want to join, reach out. We're very open.
Yeah.
So, but thank you so much for watching our video. Please subscribe, like the videos, share them. We really, really appreciate it. It's Jonathan again, right here. My Instagram is Jonathan_Casivante. You can go check me out. We also have our official page for the Raw Voices. You can check it out on Instagram. If you put it in, you should be able to
Follow.
to receive it. But thank you so much.
See your boy XOVIC on social media everywhere. Hit me up if you need to talk to me. Subscribe, like, and leave a comment.
What's up, you guys? See you. Thank you for watching. It's your boy Gala Abdul.
Peace.
Subscribe, please.